Hi, and welcome to News on the Twos. I'm Anita Wynn.
And I'm Haley Holloway. Here on News on the Twos, we bring you up to speed on local, regional, and national news. Today, we're bringing you the news from the week of April 1st.
OCU's SGA recently held elections. 6 candidates ran, but when students went to the polls, only 5 candidates remained. Former candidate Jocelyn Kennedy was disqualified at the last minute. The election committee reviewed claims that Kennedy's campaign manager tried to persuade candidate Mitch Thrower to drop out of the race. Kennedy appealed the court's ruling, but her appeal was denied.
The candidates participated in a special edition of News on the Twos before voters went to the polls. It was a debate live here in the OCU TV studios. Then, the polls were open, and Monday and Tuesday after spring break, they could vote. And since no one won a 50% majority, a runoff took place later that week between Beatriz Martinez and Terrence Kraft. Martinez came out on top with a difference of just 11 votes.
For everyone to just be positive, it helped me stay up, and I will definitely need their support throughout the 2013-2014 year.
Martinez and Vice President-elect Edgars Boitmanis will be inaugurated April 16th at 7 p.m. in the Wanda Bass Atrium. The ceremony is open to all students.
The question to the right of gay marriage reached a new level last week. The U.S. Supreme Court. The justices heard arguments over 2 cases in the 2 days of hearings. First, California's Proposition 8, a constitutional ban on gay marriage in the state, and second, the Defense of Marriage Act, signed into federal law in 1996. Currently, the justices are in private session to issue preliminary opinions on the cases. The court's final ruling is expected in late June.
We have an update on our investigation on OCU's restaurant Rehearsals, which is expected to open this month. The restaurant is leased by Sodexo, and in that lease, OCU agreed to allow Rehearsals to sell beer and wine. The resulting controversy has officials revisiting the issue.
In an official statement released last Friday, the university said it is not involved as a partner with the restaurant Rehearsals. But what does partner mean? Previously, university officials told us that the school will profit 10% of Rehearsals' gross sales and students can use their Stars Cash in the restaurant. OCU also owns the Rehearsals building and the property, and it is located adjacent to campus. The university statement called the restaurant off-campus. However, that very same building was opened several years ago as the Bluetique, and then it was called on-campus by university officials, who now say that was just about advertising.
Well, I think that's just a matter of semantics. That's wording. I mean, if you want to market Bluetique, it's near on campus. That's just a matter of wording.
Bishop Robert Hayes, the Episcopal leader for the Oklahoma area of the United Methodist Church, says he is not even concerned with the on-campus, off-campus issue. In his opinion, the proximity to the university is problematic.
The bottom line is this, is that alcohol is alcohol, whether you drink it off campus or you drink it on campus.
The university statement said that Sodexo has offered to not sell alcohol at this time. But according to the Alcoholic Beverage Law Enforcement Commission, the restaurant did apply for a beer and wine license, which could make it legal to sell alcohol later this month.
I don't have any knowledge of what the future holds.
Pantlick says she doesn't know if Sodexo will revisit that decision later on or not. Bishop Hayes says he's concerned about the representation of the school and the church by being associated with alcohol.
I would pray that the school would come to realize that we have a lot more to lose than to gain in this.
The bishop told us his ideal situation would be to come to an agreement to never sell alcohol in Rehearsals, or for OCU to sell the land and the building so that the school no longer owns or profits from it. But until an official decision is made,
if it came to that, I would have to look at ways that I could hopefully influence the institution to cease and desist from going down that path. And I would have to use everything within my power to sort of persuade them, to convince them, to implore them that this will not be in the best interest of the institution.
There's no word on when or if the long-term situation with rehearsals will change, but for now, rehearsals is set to open later this month without alcohol. News on the Twos will, of course, keep you posted.
Oklahoma City University is currently in extension mode to bring on a fourth sorority on campus. After 2 years of planning, Panhellenic is finally in the last phase of the process. 3 national Panhellenic sororities have given their formal presentations to students since before spring break.
OCU is getting a new sorority because we are at our maximum capacity in the houses, and we've been growing overall as a Greek system, which is really exciting. But we need a new one in order to, even it out and hopefully grow Greek life as a whole.
McDowell says from there, an extension team and the Panhellenic Council will decide who we will welcome next fall.
The American Cancer Society's annual fundraiser Relay for Life is taking place this Friday night at 7 here at Oklahoma City University. The event is a time for people in the community to come together and honor cancer survivors, remember lost loved ones, and fight back against this disease. This year is special because they are honoring the founder of Relay for Life here at OCU, Anne Michelle King, who lost her battle to cancer this past summer. Also, visit relayforlife.org/OKSayUOK for more information or to sign up and donate.
Residence Life here at OCU is having a dorm war April 8th through the 13th. Competitions include a dodgeball tournament, pie eating contest, Jeopardy, and much more. Each dorm is supporting a different charity, so whichever one wins gets the money donated to their specific organization. Students can contact their resident assistant for more information.
With the long winter we've been having and the late spring, Puxatawny Phil has been taking some grief. When we come back, News on the Two's Emily Owsley will take a look at whether warm is coming back to our local forecast right after this.
OCU is smart, fun, cute, driven, so busy, expressive, exciting. But you know this, you go here. OCU is my school.
Starcy's a great mascot. He's very enthusiastic. Sometimes his animal instinct takes over, though.
There are plenty of teams in every sport. They have great players and never win titles. Most of the time, those players aren't willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. One thing I believe to the fullest is that if you think and achieve as a team, the individual accolades will take care of themselves. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships.
Luther likes to eat sugary cereal.
Chet has a girlfriend.
Luther thinks girls have cooties. Chet is Luther's big brother. Hundreds of kids are waiting on you to become their big brother or big sister. Contact Big Brothers Big Sisters of Oklahoma today to learn how you can make a difference.
On the twos, let's take a look at our weather now. Right now, we've got a rainy day happening with a 39 degrees outside right now. If you've been outside, you've felt the rain. It's definitely coming down out there. Let's take a look at our state temperatures around Oklahoma. We've got a bit of 36 degrees up in the Panhandle. It's a little colder up there than it is right here in central Oklahoma. We've got 38 degrees here. Down in the northeast Panhandle, it's up in the lower 50s. Let's move on to our national weather. We've got some rain and snow all over the country happening right now. Some snow in Colorado. It's coming down. And then up in the northwestern part of the country, there's also some rain and some snow taking place. Let's go ahead and move on to tomorrow. We've got rainy day again tomorrow, 44 the high, 38 the low tomorrow. Let's move on to our weekend temperatures. In the weekend, we are heating up a little bit more into the 70s. And Saturday, we've got a high of 77. Sunday, a high of 74. Lows in the low 60s and high 50s Saturday and Sunday. Partly cloudy, though. The sun probably won't be out too much. Let's go ahead and move on to take a look at our month. This month, it looks pretty good. We've had in the past some record-breaking temperatures in the 90s, but it looks like the rest of this month we've got some good weather, some rain happening, and it's going to be in the 70s. Let's look at our 5-day forecast. 5-day forecast, we've got Tuesday, high 42, Wednesday 44, and then like I said, into the weekend, we've got into the 70s, so it should be a pretty nice weekend. Stay tuned, because when we come back, Megan McMahon will be giving us the sports report.
No, 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 no!
Just what do you think you are doing, Dave? I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question. I can see you are really upset about this. I know I've made some very poor decisions recently, but I can give you my complete assurance that my work will be back to normal. Dave, stop, will you? Will you stop? Dave.
My name is Eric. At first it was twice a week. Everybody else was doing it. Then one day I just did it all by myself. Now I can't stop.
It makes me feel powerful, you know? Like I can do anything.
It's the ultimate rush.
And every time feels like the first time.
Yeah, it does. You're not alone. It's okay. We've all been there.
My name is Brandon, and I'm hooked on service leadership.
There you go.
Take the steps to living a better life by volunteering today.
Feels so good to finally say it. I love helping other people. Yeah!
Get motivated, get involved, get hooked on service leadership.
I don't work a 9 to 5, but I have a job to do.
I don't wear a tie, but I still wear a suit in my court.
My field of work isn't average, and my time around the water cooler is limited.
I work overtime, but the payoff is worth it. I don't work a 9 to 5, but I have a job to do. I'm an OCU athlete. I'm an OCU athlete. I'm an OCU athlete.
I'm an OCU athlete.
Welcome to News on the Twos Sports. I'm Megan McMahon. In recent weeks, the OCU men's basketball team made their first appearance to the NAIA National Tournament since 2008. OCU was unlucky to get to the first round draw against top-ranked and undefeated Columbia College Cougars. The 68-37 loss was a well-fought game, with OCU holding the Cougars 12 points below their season average. With 4 key seniors leaving, OCU will be looking forward the underclassmen to step up and fill their shoes. Last month, Oklahoma welcomed its first professional men and women's soccer team, and OCU students won't have to go far to catch the first game of the season.
Of Oklahoma's new professional men and women's soccer teams. The Soccer League is an independent national league whose main focus is to develop highly competitive premier soccer teams. Teams will consist of college students from across the state who will play each other for the chance at the league championship tournament. Tryouts have officially started for both men and women's team, with one that took place this past Saturday. Players have already been asked to be a part of the squad.
I went out to the tryouts last night and I got a call back a couple of hours later to say I'd made the team, so I'm really excited.
The 2-hour tryouts consist of intense drills and scrimmages to pick the best of the best for putting these superstar teams together. And as exciting as it is for Oklahomans to hear the news of getting the 2 teams, OCU students are especially thrilled to hear that the home games for Oklahoma City FC will be held at the Stars Field. Some OCU players trying out for the team feel they have a home field advantage.
I think it's awesome because I go to school here and it's going to be like a really comfortable environment and it's really close to where I live.
Coaches of the team said that OCU's impressive field and location sealed the deal of where the home games will take place. And with the games being held at the Stars Field, questions are answered about whether or not OCU will financially benefit from having the games at the university.
We get a small fee to host the games, and we're in charge of keeping care of the field, cutting the grass, lining the fields, making sure concessions are ready, and trash being. So we do get a little bit financially. Plus, we get benefits from having people on campus.
There are 2 more tryouts before the teams are complete. They take place the next 2 Saturdays from 5 to 7 at North OKC soccer fields.
In just 6 weeks' time, these OCU stands will be filled with people from all over supporting Oklahoma's new professional men and women's soccer teams. Oklahoma City FC opens its inaugural PDL season May 11th, versus Austin at Stars Field. For more information, go to oklahomacityfc.com. The OCU Spirit Squads performed their final routines in the Freedy Center at National Showing over the weekend. Flyer Erin Tebow broke her foot only minutes before qualifier back in February. However, she stayed on schedule with the recovery process. And although she cannot tumble, she is expected to perform with the squads at the national tournament.
We were still expecting to have her back the whole entire time. So we were able to make some adjustments that were better for both sides. I mean, we're not using all of the talent she has, but we're using the talent that we need.
And the Spirit Squads are hoping to. And the Spirit Squads are the banner for OCU. Then NCAA, NDA, NAIA College Nationals will be held in Daytona, Florida on April 10th. OCU recently sponsored the 2nd annual Run to Stop Distracted Driving 5K. The run is designed to raise awareness about the problem of distracted driving, especially texting. Even though you had to pay a fee to run in the race, the support for the event resulted in a very good turnout for the OCU community. Athletic teams, students, and members of the community all turned out to help raise funds for the cause.
A portion of the proceeds do go to the Focus Driven site, which is a no texting campaign through a national site, and so we're giving them a portion of the money to help raise more awareness and obviously go towards legislation too.
15 minutes into the
According to the National Safety Council, cell phone use is a factor in nearly 1 of 4 crashes. This is the reason why the Run to Stop Distracted Driving 5K was started, to increase safety on the roads and decrease deaths. Wow, well that was very successful, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and it's a really good cause, and I'm glad the OCU does events like that.
I really like that we can have really cool students here, but then also we can have events like this where we're actually raising awareness on campus for such a good cause. Well, that's it for this edition of News on the Twos.
We'll be back next week, OCU.